AC Milan is known as one of the greatest clubs in the world, but for the past decade, they have fallen from grace, failing to qualify for the Champions League on so many occasions, and even finishing 10th in a few occasions. Sorry, but in the past 2 years, they have won the Scudetto and finished in a semi-final spot in the Champions League. They seem to be getting back to their feet. So, with the recent sacking of sporting director Paolo Maldini, they have decided to appoint him to steady the ship and bring them back to the top. So, without wasting any more time, let's get into business. First of all, let's examine the staffs. As you can see, Stefano Pioli, the manager, pretty good manager. They have really pretty good staff. Or no academy manager at the moment, no second assistant manager. Okay, but first of all, let's change the playing style. I love to play passing, and it seems Pioli wants to play long ball, which I'm not a fan of at all. So let's see if he's willing to change the philosophy. Okay, and it seems he doesn't want that. And also, the formation he plays isn't something I'm a big fan of. Like 4-5-1, nah, I don't think it's gonna work. So it seems we have to get a new manager to replace Pioli, because I don't think he can do the job for us. Let's see the managers that you can get. Okay, these are pretty good managers, but I have to pick, so I will let you know which one I pick very soon. So after a little bit of consideration, I decided to appoint Zinedine Zidane as our new manager. So he's going to sign on a 2-year deal, and so Pioli is gone, but we have to pay a whooping 21 million in compensation because he had a long time on his deal. So Zinedine Zidane going to be the new manager of AC Milan. So now let's take a look at the squad and take a look at any improvements we could make. So this is the first team, the first 11. Mike Mignon in goal, obviously one very key player in this team. We have Pierre Kalulu as right back, Simon Kerr, someone I'm willing to sell, Tomori, pretty good defender, and Tayo Hernandez. Those two never gonna sell. Sandro Tonali as well. This Adley guy, youngster, Brian Diaz, is actually on loan from Madrid, but since the game made it a permanent deal. Rafael Leao as our starting right winger. Ibrahimovic obviously has retired in real life, but the game still considers him playing. And this kid, Charles de Ketelaere, also someone very interesting. And we have pretty good bench as well. Youngsters, a lot of players I'll be selling because the squad is massive, man. Real massive. So after a bit of looking and searching, I've decided that we'll need a new striker and a new center back to partner with Tomori, because Kier Alkogja, I don't know, isn't gonna do it for us. So I think those are the positions that we'll need to improve, and probably we sell some players, we need to bring in more for squad depth. So without wasting much time, we begin our signings with the signing of Richarlison from Spurs. It cost us about 50+ million. So that's our striker position sorted, and followed by the signing of Pau Torres as a center back for 28 million. Actually, that was a big deal because Pau Torres for 28 million Wow, that is just incredible. So sold a lot of French players as you can see. So Tata Rosano, can't even pronounce the name, Rebic, Bakayoko, Mirante, Junior Messias, Divock Origi, Florenzi, all gone. You can see we spent 78 million and made 109 in profit. So this is how our team looks like for the coming season. Let's continue signings. Richarlison and Pau Torres slot straight into the starting lineup. I saw this amazing, no, not you, sorry, you are not a youngster.
Denied.
Where is he? 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 Damn, I can't find him. I'm coming. Oh jeez, are my eyes going? Are my eyes giving up on me? Damn, I can't find him. So I can't find the youngsters. Wow. I didn't know that 23 squad. Oh yeah, this is him. I found him from the academy and wow, look at his stats. Look at his potential. But it's gonna be a big dog for us. But I don't think we'll have time to use him because our aim is to take them back to the top. So I think once we do that, we'll end the video there. So I don't think we'll have time to use him, but if we use the boost growth on him, we could still use him before we end the video. So that is the end of our transfer window, sorry, and we will be streaming to the end of the season to see how we did in the league and in the Champions League. But first of all, let me show you guys the expectations from the board. They want us to reach the Champions League quarterfinals, which I feel we should be able to. And they want us to win the league, which is on high. Our squad, they want us to reach 18 ball. I'm sorry, we don't have any more money left. So this is the minimum we can do. Coppa Italia, they want us to reach the final and upgrade citizens. So that is it, and I'll see you guys by the end of the season. Which is against Inter in the Super Coppa Italiana. So we'll see what this our team can do. As you can see, we've had a pretty dodgy preseason, just one win in 3 games. So let's see if we could get a win against our rivals Inter and get the Super Coppa Italiana. Even though it isn't a trophy in this game, at least we can use it as a stepping stone to build. Okay, so let's do the thing. We get easily beaten. We get easily beaten with this. So I think this will be, because Ibrahimovic is injured. So Richarlison is injured. So that's why I won't be starting this game. So Ibrahimovic should be, no, I don't think Ibrahimovic should be starting. Let's restart this game for us in the absence of Zlatan Ibrahimovic. So let's see what this team can do against Inter Milan. Okay, change the color, reminder. We are looking forward to everyone being at the right decision. Full time and final, and we've gotten our win. 1 new win. Theo Hernandez scoring the winner and only goal of the game. So wow, that is considered as a stepping stone to our season ahead, and hopefully could get more wins, which could lead to trophies. So we have the Supercoppa Italiana in the bag, and we have won our first trophy, but we'll be considering it as the first trophy on the game. So like I said earlier, I'll see you guys by the end of the season, because we won't be making any signings in January due to our lack of funds. So I'll be seeing you guys by the end of the season. As you can see, the chairman is congratulating us. Well done on your first win, S Games. It's nice to get off the mark, something to build on now. Keep up the good work. Like I said, that is our stepping stone. So, a quick recap of our transfers. As you can see, we've actually sold more players in Gia. I don't think I'm pronouncing it, so pardon me if I'm pronouncing it wrong. For 39 million. I don't know how Wolves could sign an aging player for that amount, but we have our first game of the season against Napoli, which I believe we should at least get a result from. Okay, Savage has joined Chelsea. Wow. Finally, at the end of the season, guys, and as you can see on the right hand side, we have won Syria. We won Syria with 85 points. Juventus coming in second with 77. Same with Napoli, and Inter Milan finishing fourth on 67 points. Monza has really been a big surprise this season, finishing on 64 points in 5th place, losing out in the Champions League spot by just 3 points. So what a season it has been for them. So let's see how we did in other competitions. In the Coppa Italia, we were eliminated in the round 2, I guess. Yeah, this is it. Because we are not even here, so we have been eliminated in the round 2. Atalanta and Udinese will play in the Coppa Italia final later. So let's see how we did in the Champions League. In the Champions League, we finished in the quarter-final spot, losing out to Chelsea on goal difference. The first leg was played at the San Siro, we drew 2-2, and the second leg at Stamford Bridge was a 1-1 draw. So that's just only one trophy from us this season, but it's looking like something we'll be able to achieve, which is winning Champions League as soon as possible. So let's take a look at our top goal scorer this season. And funny enough, it was Charles Pecking. Like, this kid has really amazed me this season. Really big surprise. 21 goals and 9 assists in 43 matches. Wow, what a season he had. Rafael Leao, brilliant season from him. I'm not surprised. 17 goals, 10 assists. I'm definitely not surprised, because everyone knows Rafael Leao's quality and what he brings to the team. Richarlison, I'm pretty disappointed in him, because just 17 goals in 43 matches isn't really good for a striker, but I have a good feeling that next season will be a better season from him. So that is it from our first season. Couple of youngsters that we sent out on loan. Some did pretty well. As you can see, we had a lot of them going out on loan. So that is the end of season 1, and so by next season we'll make some signings, and hopefully we could get that Champions League trophy. We begin season 2 by first assessing the squad and look at any potential signings we could make or any improvements we could make to the team. Firstly, this team is looking great. The defense is okay. the midfield is superb, and the attack is great. So I think the only signings we'll be making are probably just small signings for squad depth, probably a new centre back. I don't think we need a centre back. I don't think we need any improvements in the defense. So Giroud and Ibrahimovic are both retired, and I've given them a spot in our staff. As you can see, Ibrahimovic is now our second assistant manager, and Olivier Giroud is our overseas scout. So good luck on their new roles at the club. So looking at this team, probably a backup striker, that's what we need, and a backup goalkeeper, because this kid 74 rated, I don't think, and he has 74 potential, so it's probably not going to grow further. So a new backup goalkeeper and a striker is just what we need. We begin our signings with the signing of Roberto Firmino. He was signed on a free transfer because his contract with Liverpool expired, so he is going to be our backup option to Richarlison and probably even start some games ahead of him. And for the backup goalkeeping position, we signed Alex Meret, also on a free transfer. His contract expired with Napoli and they didn't agree on terms to renew. So those are the only two signings we'll be making this season to provide necessary squad depth, and hopefully we could win the Champions League this time around. But first of all, let's take a look at our expectations from the board this season. Okay, they want us to reach the Champions League quarterfinals. They want us to win the league. They want us to reach the final of the Coppa Italia. They want us to recruit a high-profile manager. No, Zinedine Zidane has done a pretty good job, so I won't be doing that, and not also upgrade the systems. So our aim is to just win the Champions League. If we could do that, that would be nice. So I'll see you guys by the end of the season. Then guys, I have successfully defended our Serie A title by 3 points. We finished on 84 points. Juventus coming in second on 81. Inter Milan finishing third on 80, and Lazio finishing fourth on 71 points. So let's take a look at how we did in the Coppa Italia, and boom, we won our first Coppa Italia title by defeating Inter Milan by 3-1. So that's a domestic double for us this season. So let's see if we could make it 3 trophies and win our first Champions League. And oh no, we couldn't get past Borussia Dortmund in the semi-finals. They were too strong for us, losing 2-1 and 2-0 across both legs. But funny enough, we got past Paris Saint-Germain in the in this round of 16, Sevilla in the quarterfinals, but Borussia Dortmund were too strong for us, and they ended up beating Arsenal in the final to win the Champions League. But funny enough, Arsenal in the Champions League final is something we don't see all the time. So let's take a look at how our team performed. And as you can see, let's take a look at our top scorers. Look at the growth from everybody. Adley up to an 86, the Catalan up to 88, Liao up to 89, Brahim Diaz 86, Tonali 90. Solid growth from everyone all round. Let's take a look at where our top goal scorers. The year finished on 23 goals and 11 assists. Great season for me. I think it's fine to say that Richarlison has been quite a flop at this team. Like 21 goals this season in 47 games. Wow, that isn't one of the best starts you see, but it's okay. That is 39 goals. No, that is 49 goals across. Is that 49? No, 48 goals across 2 seasons. So I don't think this is good enough for our starting striker. Charles another solid season from him. Of course, he didn't score up to 20 goals this season, but 17 goals, 10 assists. That was wonderful. And this kid, wow, what a gem he is. 15 goals, 8 assists in 47 games. Wow. And he spent some time in the hospital because he was injured for quite some time. But 15 goals, 8 assists from the midfield. This is wonderful. What about Brian Diaz? Solid season for him as well. 10 goals and 9 assists. So by beginning of next season, we'll take a look at any improvements we could make to the team and hopefully get that Champions League trophy. You can see, guys, the contract of Zinedine Zidane will be expiring by the end of the season, and he won't be renewing his contract. I know you guys might be wondering why, but I've got a big plan for next season. It begins with the surprise I informed you of that you guys should expect, and the surprise is none other than Zlatan Ibrahimovic becoming our new manager. Wow, how beautiful will it be for us to complete this challenge of winning the Champions League than none other than Zlatan Ibrahimovic. So with Zlatan Ibrahimovic at the manager seat now, probably we could finally get that Champions League trophy. So let's assess the squad and figure out signings we could make to improve and finally and hopefully win the Champions League. The first, looking at this team, I think what we need to strengthen now is a new right back. Don't get me wrong, Kalulu has been impressive, but I think someone better there and we could get that Champions League trophy. And obviously a new striker, because Richarlison isn't performing the way we expected him to. So these are the 2 signings we will be making. So let's get right into that. We begin our signings with the signing of Rich James from Arsenal for 88 million. So that is our right back position sorted, and Dusan Vlahovic from Liverpool for 107 million. So that is our striker position sorted as well. So with this team we have built so far, I feel we should be winning the Champions League easily this season, except if the FCM gods doesn't want that to happen this season as well. Of the season, guys, and as you can see, we have retained our Serie A title. That's 3rd time in a row we are winning Serie A. We won it this time around on 89 points. Inter Milan coming in 2nd on 87, Juventus 3rd on 85, and Napoli 4th on 69 points. So that's how we did in the Coppa Italia. And that is back-to-back Coppa Italia titles for us as well, defeating AS Roma by 2-0 in the final. But as you know, our ultimate goal is the Champions League. So let's see how we did in that competition. And finally, guys, we have done it. We have won the Champions League with AC Milan. It has taken us 3 seasons, but we finally did it, defeating Liverpool 1-0 in the final. As you know, like I told you guys, Ibrahimovic was just the man for the job. Like, he was really amazing. Did an amazing job this season for Milan. Playing 58 games, 39 wins, 16 draws, and losing just 3 times all season. And funny enough, or should I say surprising enough, we went on an astonishing 15-game unbeaten streak. Like, wow, what a job Ibrahimovic did to this club. I mean, at this club, sorry. So let's see how our squad did. Who were our highest goal scorers and who were the best players of the season. Vlahovic scored 27 goals and provided 14 assists in 54 matches, which is very good. It's better than Richarlison, I just have to say that. Rafael Leao, 15 goals and 12 assists in 41 matches. Classic Rafael Leao season. And Charles de Ketelaere is our top scorer this season with 34 goals and 7 assists. Like, this kid has just been amazing. I never thought he would have been our best player when I started this video, but he has really proven me wrong. 34 goals, 7 assists in 56 matches for him this season. So that is it, guys. We have come to the end of this video. Please make sure you drop a like, subscribe, and comment which team you want me to do this fixing challenge for next. As you know, we are all waiting for the release of FCM 24, so that the next video could probably be my last video of FCM 23. So make sure you drop a like and subscribe. Peace.